Okay, hi everyone. So finally the most awaited MTP is here for December 21 first mock test series. Okay, so we'll start with part A, but before we start, as usual, some rules. First, I'm going to explain everything in English, so don't worry if you have any language barrier, that is fine. Second, this MTP was released today, so the answers are not released yet. So at the time of making this video, the answers are not released. So you should come to this video only after you have tried yourself, only after you have tried it by yourself, because otherwise it is of no use in exam if you just see the answers directly. So first try by yourself, and then only come here. Third, we are going to try to solve every question in nearly 1 minute so that it will be helpful in exam. Okay, so let's directly start. First, if x is to y is 3 is to 5, then find 1 by x plus 1 by y is to 1 by x minus 1 by y. Be ready with your calculators. X, y, 3 by 5, 3 is to 5. So let's assume x and y is 3 and 5 actually, or 3a and 5a. So we want 1 by 3 plus 1 by 5 is 2 means divided by 1 by 3 minus 1 by 5. Okay. Now we can do it on calculator if you know that 1.5 means 0.2, right? So let's do it on calculator. How? This is the denominator, division ka denominator, right? So let's do this first. 1 by 3 minus 0.2, 0.2, and add it to memory, m plus. 1 by 3 minus 0.2, m plus. That's fine. Then this 1 by 3 plus 0.2. Now we have got numerator on calculator, 1 by 3 plus 0.2. If you press equal to, you would have got 0.5333 something. Now divided by MRC equal to, because we have already stored this in memory, right? So divided by MRC equal to, that will give us 4.000 something. So 4 is the correct answer. Second, I guess the answer is not coming in the options, but let's see. A is to B is 3 is to 4, B is to C is something. They have given a continued ratio, and they are asking us to find ratio between A and E. Let's try it on separate sheet, that will be better. A, B, C, D, E. So A is to B is 3 is to 4, B is to C is 7 is to 9, C is to D is 2 is to 3, and they are saying D is 50% more than E. So we can take any two numbers. For example, if E is 2, then 50% more means 50% is half. So half more is 2 plus 1, 3. So DE will be 3, 2. You should know how to combine this. These concepts are important for fast solving. First of all, this 3 is common, so we can directly merge that ratio. 2 is to 3 is to 2 and erase this. Fine. Now how do we merge it? We have to take each pair. Let's take these two pairs first. Let's ignore this for now. So 9 and 2 is common. Let's multiply them, 18. And then cross multiply everything else, because 9 is multiplied by 2. So we'll multiply 7 also by 2. 7 into 2, 14. And then cross multiply like this. 2 into 9. So 3 into 9 and 2 into 9. Like this. So 27 and 18. Okay. So 14, 18, 27, 18 is the ratio. And this is 3, 4 from here. Now let's merge this. I am writing in different color. So how do we merge this? First common, 14 into 4. 14 into 4 is 56. Then cross multiply. 3 into 14 is what? 42. And 18 into 4 is what? 72. Don't calculate anything else, because we only want A is to E. So A is to E is 42 by 72. Okay. Now do it on calculator only. If you want, you can reduce it, but otherwise, what is 42 by 72 on calculator? It is 0.583 recurring, right? So from options, just check if you get 0.583 recurring anywhere. So that is not the case, because 2 by 3 is 0.6 recurring, 3 by 4 is 0.75, 3 by 5 is 0.6, and 4 by 5 is 0.8. So this is the correct answer. It is not in the options. Okay. Third is very easy. 6561, take on calculator. Now first we have to take root ones. So root and then m plus, because we have to add this to memory. Then understand very carefully. Fourth root means 6561 raised to 1 by 4, or raised to 1 by 2 into 1 by 2, or 6561 raised to 1 by 2 raised to 1 by 2, because this is the rule of indices. That means root of 6561. So what we'll do is, you have done this, right? 6561 root m plus. We'll take root once more. So again root again m plus, right? And 8th root means 3 times root, because 8 1 by 8 means 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 into 1 by 2, so 3 times root. So again root and again m plus, root m plus. If you press MRC, you should get 93 as the answer. That is the correct answer. Okay, so 6561 root m plus, root m plus, root m plus. That's it. I hope you have understood the concept. Concept समझना is important. Fourth, find the value of this. This is easy because we know log a plus log b is equal to log ab, right? So log of this plus log of this means log of product. So it will be log of x raised to n by y raised to n into y raised to n by z raised to n into z raised to n by x raised to n. Everything is cancelled. So log of 1, log 1 is 0. Don't write this in exam. Okay, don't write. मैंने लिखा है, but I have written for you, but you should not write, because you can see in exam, right, it is getting cancelled. So write it, take 0. Don't waste time. In maths, time is very important. If you don't know how to solve, if you don't have much practice to solve MCQs in 1 minute, you can join the Telegram channel which I have created. The link is in the descriptions. I post MCQs there daily, so that will be helpful for you to practice. Fifth, again, indices. Wow, one more thing which I forgot to tell you. In mock test paper, all chapters are given in sequence, like ratio first, then indices, then log, then equation, something something. In exam, that is not going to be the case. Also in this, first they give maths, then LR, then statistics. In final exam, everything is going to be mixed up, random. Okay, fine, let's try this. 8 raised to n into 2 cube is 8. 16 raised to minus 1, so let's take it here in denominator, 16 raised to 1, because we know that a raised to minus m is equal to 1 by a raised to m. Then 2 raised to n and 4 square is again 16 is equal to 1 by 4. Let's take that 4 also here, so is equal to 1. So I have taken that 4 here. Fine, let's cancel everything that we can. So 4 into 1, 4 into 4, 4 into 1, 4 into 2, 2 into 1 and 8, right? Now 8 raised to n can be written as, instead of 8 raised to n, can I write it as 2 cube raised to n, which means 2 raised to 3n, right? So it is 2 raised to 3n, sorry. This 8, let's take it here now to right hand side, divided by 2 raised to n is equal to 8. Only this much is remaining, check. 2 raised to 3n by 2 raised to n is equal to 8. So we can just use rules of indices. A raised to m by a raised to n is equal to a raised to m minus n. So that is 2 raised to 3n minus n, that is 2 raised to 2n is equal to 8. But we know that 8 is equal to 2 raised to 3. That means 2n is 3. If 2n is 3, n is 3 by 2. Option C. Okay. Next, sixth. Given this quadratic equation, find x बोलना है उनको, ठीक है. Let's go by options rather than solving. Put 1. 1 plus 1 will be 2 by 1 minus 1 by 2. Okay. That is 2 minus 0.5 is equal to 1.5. So that is correct. This is 1.53 by 2. So 1 is the correct answer. Let's check whether it is 2 by 3 or minus 2 by 3. Now 2 by 3 is 0.6 recurring. You can check on calculator, right? So let's just do it on calculator only. Concentrate very carefully. 1 plus 0.6666, 1 plus 0.6666 divided by x, that is 0.66666. Take it to the end. That gives us 2.5 minus, again x is what, 0.66666 divided by 1 plus x, that is 1.66666. That gives us 0.3999, which is 0.4. So this is 2.1, which is not equal to this answer. So 2 by 3 nahi answer. So this is the correct answer, option A. Don't even check minus 2 by 3. It is going to be the answer. Seventh, a dealer has only 5760 to invest in fans and sewing machines X and Y. Cost per unit of fan and sewing machine is 360. So for one fan cost is 360. So for X fans it will be 360X. Plus for Y machines it will be 240Y. This can be shown by, and he has 5760 rupees maximum. That is, this cannot go above 5760. It has to be below 5760. So it has to be less than 5760. Option B is the correct answer. Okay. Next, point of intersection between these two lines lies in which quadrant? ठीक है. पहले तो point of intersection let's find. 3x plus 4y is 7. Let's multiply this by 4. So 16x minus 4y is equal to 12. Now if we add it, 19x is equal to, if this will be cancelled, 19. So x is 1. If x is 1, then if we put it here, 4 into 1 minus y is equal to 3. That means 4 minus 3 is equal to y. So y is also equal to 1. Now 1, 1, that means x is also positive, y is also positive. That lies in first quadrant. Okay, fine. This is the second quadrant, this is the third quadrant, and this is the fourth quadrant. In second quadrant, okay, in first quadrant both will be positive, right? In second quadrant, what? X will be negative but y will be positive. In third, both will be negative, and in fourth, y will be negative but x will be positive. You should know that. So first is the correct answer. Both are positive. Next, roots of this equation are, okay. Now we can go by options, but I think it is possible that there are two answers because they are saying roots. We don't know. Let's try to solve this anyway. Let's try to solve this. Let me show you how to solve this type of question. But you can go by options in exam. Remember that. In exam, you can go by option. If one answer is fitting, take it. Don't hesitate. Chalo. 9 raised to x plus 2. We can write it as 3 raised to 2. 9 is 3 square into x plus 2. Minus 6 into 3 raised to x plus 1 plus 1 is equal to 0. Then we can write it as 3 raised to 2x. Now understand, a raised to m plus n is equal to a raised to m into a raised to n. So we can just write it as 3 raised to 2x into 3 raised to 2, 3 raised to 4, minus 6 into 3 raised to x into 3 raised to 1 plus 1 is equal to 0. Fine. If we just simplify this, 3 raised to 4 is what? 81. So 81 into 3 raised to 2x minus 6 into 3 is 18, 3 raised to x plus 1 is equal to 0. We have got this equation, understand. 81 3 raised to x plus, 3 raised to 2x plus 18, minus 18 3 raised to x, क्या हुआ? And क्या था? Plus 1 is equal to 0. Fine. Now what you should do in exam in such situations is assume y is equal to 3 raised to x. So 3 raised to 2x will become y square, right? So it will be 81y square minus 18y plus 1 is equal to 0. Now we can solve this as quadratic equation using formula method. Minus b plus minus square root of b square 18 square m plus minus 4ac, that is 81 into 4 m minus, that gives us 0 by 2. So 18 by 2, that is 9, is equal to y. Y is 9, right? And y was what? Assumed as 3 raised to x. That means 3 raised to x is 9. We know that 3 square is 9, so x is 2. Don't do this in exam. In exam, go by options. Why I did it here, understand. Because in MTP there are mistakes. So that is why I solved it properly. In exam there are not going to be any mistakes. Because what if in MTP, what if we take this and this is also an answer, right? So that is why I solved it. But in exam, don't do that. Go by options directly. 10th, very simple. Roots ka nature. A is 1, B is minus 1, C is 1. Nature of root depends on b square minus 4ac. That is 1 minus 4. That is minus 3. If b square minus 4ac is negative, that means root may it will be negative part. So imaginary and unequal is the correct answer. Next, if one root is this irrational, then other root is its conjugate. That means this is alpha, this is beta. So sum of roots will be 2 plus root 3 plus 2 minus root 3, that will be 4, and product of roots will be 2 plus root 3 into 2 minus root 3, which is a plus b, a minus b, which is a square minus b square, which is 1. Okay, we know that quadratic equation can be formed as x square minus sum of roots into x plus product of roots is equal to 0. X square minus sum into x plus product is equal to 0. So option A is the correct answer. Next, 12. Again, going by options is the best way here, right? So they're asking root of this is equal to 1 plus x by 12. Okay. So x is what? Now let's find this on calculator first. 25 by 144 plus 1 ka square root. So this left hand side comes to be 1.083 recurring. Okay, now we have to check which option gives us that. So 1 by 12 plus 1, option A is the correct answer, right? Fine. Next. A sum of this was lent out at simple interest. At the end of 1 year 8 months, the total amount was 50,000. Find the rate of interest per annum. Okay. So this is the principal. This is the amount. So simple interest will be the difference, 50,000 minus 46,875. So 3125 is the simple interest. Simple interest is principal into n, number of years. Number of years will be 1 year 8 months means what? 12 months plus 8 months, that is 20 months, right? So 20 months by 12, that will be the number of years, because to convert months to years we have to divide by 12, right? Into interest rate. So interest rate will be 3125 divided by 46,875 divided by 20 into 12. 0.03999, that is 4. So 4%. None of the above is the correct answer. Next. 14th is a sum of money amounts to 6,200 in 2 years and 7,400 in 3 years. The principal and rate of interest are. Okay. Now they have not given whether it is simple interest or compound interest, but since amounts are like this, like ending in 0, so let's assume it is simple interest only. Now understand, 2 years may this much and 3 years may this much. That means the difference, that is 7,400 minus 6,200, difference of 1,200 is 1 year's interest, right? Simple interest anyway remains same every year, right? So 1 year interest will be principal into interest rate into 1 year. So let's just go by options. Which option? 3,800 into P into I, right? 3,800 into 31.57%. That gives us 1199. So that is our correct answer because it is nearly 1,200. This is from module only. Effective rate of interest corresponding to nominal rate of 3% half yearly. 3% half yearly. Effective rate formula is, for 1 year you have to take 1 plus I raised to n minus 1. Now 3% half yearly. So I will be 1.5%. So it will be 1.015. Half yearly, there are 2 half years in 1 year, and minus 1. So 1.015 square minus 1, that into 100 kiya, so that gives us this 3.0225. If you are weak in TVM, I have uploaded revision batch as well as full batch till December 21 exam for free on YouTube channel. So watch it because TVM comes for nearly 14 to 16 marks in the exam. So very important. Next, let's check 16th. A sum of money gets doubled in 5 years at X% simple interest. Fine. Let's assume that the sum of money is let's say 100. So it gets doubled, that means it becomes 200. So interest of 100 we get, right? We get interest of the difference, principal amount minus principal. So simple interest is 100 when principal is 100 rupees for 5 years at X%. So we can find X, right? How can we find X? 100 by 100 by 5. 0.2 is equal to X. So X is 20%. Next, if interest was Y%, then sum of money would have become tenfold in 30 years. Now our sum of money was what? 100. So our amount will be tenfold, that is 1000. So our simple interest in this case will be 900, which will be equal to principal into 30 years into Y%. Again let's find Y. 900 by 100 by 30. So Y is 0.3, which is 30%. So Y minus X will be 30 minus 20, 10. So like tricky question. Next, 17th. Nominal rate of growth is 17% and inflation is 9%. Nominal and inflation, on reading this you should understand it is based on real rate of interest. Real rate of interest is nominal minus effect of inflation. So real rate of interest is 17 minus 9, which is 8%. Let P be the GDP at the present year. P, principal, GDP. Then projected GDP after 6 years is. So after 6 years it will be what? P into 1 plus I raised to n. So 1.08 raised to 6 into P, which is 1.5868 something P. So option A is the correct answer. So this is a very easy question, but you should know the concept of real rate of interest for that. Okay. 18th, difference between compound interest and simple interest on a certain sum for 2 years at 6% is 13.5 rupees. Find the sum. It is better to go by options. Understand kaise? Compound interest will be what? Principal into 1 plus I raised to n and minus principal, because this is amount minus principal, so that is compound interest. Simple interest will be what? Just simply P into n into I, right? So now let's go by options, that is easier. 1.06 square into 3750 minus 3750. So this is 463.5 is compound interest, and simple interest is 3750 into 2 into 6%, that is 450. So option A is the correct answer, because the difference if you see is 13.5, right? Next, sum required to earn monthly interest of 1200 at 18% per annum simple interest is. Monthly interest of 1200, simple interest, monthly 1200, that means annually how much? 1200 into 12, 14,400 interest chahiye. So how much principal is required? 18%, 1 year. Let's check. 14,400 by 18%, that is 80,000. 80,000 is the correct answer. Next, compound interest earned by money lender on 7,000 for 3 years if the rate of interest for 3 years are 7, 8 and 8.5% respectively. Now this is a very easy question. How? 7,000 on calculator, directly do plus 7% for first year, so it is added directly on calculator. Okay, then again plus 8% for second year and plus 8.5% for third year. This is our amount, so amount minus 7,000, so interest will be 1776, option C. Okay, so this was easy. Next, find present value of annuity of 1000 payable at end of each year. So this is present value of annuity regular for 10 years if the money is worth 5%. Okay, so present value will be annuity amount into present value factor. Present value factor, how do we find present value factor? 1 divided by 1 plus I, that is 1.05. Then we press equal to 10 times and then we press GT. If you don't know this, watch the revision lectures or full lectures on the YouTube channel. It will be very useful. So 1 divided by 1.05, then equal to 10 times GT and multiplied by 1000. That gives us 7721.73. So option A you can tick, it is very close, right? Fine. Similar, present value of 3000 for 15 years, 4.5%. Very similar. Let's do it directly. 1 divided by 1.045, 4.5%. 15 times equal to. Then GT and multiplied by 3000. That gives us 32,218. So B is the correct answer. Next, 23. I guess the screen got frozen. Just a second. 23. A person desires to create a fund to be invested at 10% per annum to provide for a price of 300. Acha, module ka question using V is equal to A by I. They have given formula also. So A by I. 3000 will be the answer directly. Perpetuity, right? Fine. 24. Future value of annuity of 2000 for 5 years at 5% compounded annually. Fine. For future value, we directly use the formula. Future value of annuity regular is annuity amount into 1 plus I raised to n minus 1. I is n is what? 5. Divided by I, 5%. So 1.05 raised to 5. Okay, I hope you know how to do raised to 5. 1.05 into and equal to 4 times, right? Fine. So 1.05 raised to 5 minus 1 divided by 5% multiplied by 2000. That gives us 11051. Option A is the correct answer. Next, 25. A Maruti Zen costs 3,60,000. Its price depreciates at the rate of 10% of a year, for year chahiye wo, during first 2 years and 20% in third year. What will be price of car after 3 years? Also find depreciation. Okay, they are asking two questions, but they are only giving one answer. Let's see what is it. Again, same thing on calculator. You can directly calculate 3,60,000. Then we want after 3 years, so minus 10%, minus 10%, and minus 20%. That's it. Minus 10%, minus 10%, minus 20%. So that gives us WDV as WDV is 233,280. That is not in the options. That means options they must have given depreciation, right? So depreciation will be what? Cost minus WDV. How much? 126,720. Option A is the correct answer. Next, find value of n if n plus 1 factorial is equal to 42 into n minus 1 factorial. You can go by options if you want. Anyway, these and these are not going to be the answers. So n plus, if we take n as 6 plus 1, 7 factorial is equal to 42 into n minus 1, that is 5 factorial. 5 factorial. Let's check. 7 factorial is 5040 and 120 into 42 is correct. A is the correct answer. No need to go to C. 27. If NP13 is to n plus 1 P12 is 3 is to 4, then what is value of n? Again, we can go by options if we want, but it will be better to simplify, because if we go by options it will be very big, right? So let's try to simplify. NP13 by n plus 1 P12 is equal to 3 by 4, right? Fine. NP13 is what? N factorial by n minus 13 factorial divided by n plus 1 factorial upon n plus 1 minus 12 factorial, right? I hope you know NPR concept properly. Is equal to 3 by 4. Fine. Let's convert this division to multiplication and let's take reciprocal of this. So it will be n factorial by n minus 13 factorial into n plus 1 minus 12 means what? Minus 11 factorial upon n plus 1 factorial is equal to 3 by 4. Now we can just simplify this. Always do it like this. N and n plus 1. Which one is bigger? N plus 1 is bigger, so expand it, right? N factorial will keep as it is. N plus 1 factorial will expand. N plus 1 उसके पहले आता है, and before that comes n into. Again next same. This and this. Who is bigger? N minus 11 या n minus 13? N minus 11 is bigger, right? So again n minus 11, n minus 12, and then n minus 13 factorial by n minus 13 factorial is equal to 3 by 4. We can directly cancel this. Now now we can go by options, because now what is remaining is n minus 11, n minus 12 by n plus 1 is equal to 3 by 4. Now just go by options. Let's check which option fits here. 15 minus, okay, let me change the color. Okay, so for 15 it will be 15 minus 11 is 4 into 15 minus 12 is 3 by 16. 4 into 3 by 16. 0.75, that is the correct answer. 3 by 4 is 0.75. Okay. Next 28, again module question. A question paper contains 6 questions, each having an alternative. That means there are 6 questions. Question 1 has options A, B. Question 2 has A, B. 3 A, B. 4 A, B. 5 A, B. 6 A, B. Always visualize permutation combination questions. Number of ways an examinee can answer one or more questions is, why will examiner solve the paper, right? So, okay. One or more questions. That means one or more, that means he can solve one question, or he can solve 2 questions, or he can solve 3 questions, or 4, or 5, or 6. He cannot solve 0 questions, right? If he decides to solve one question, that means he has to select one question out of 6. First he has to select one question out of 6, right? So it will be 6C1, and then and is multiplication. For that one question he has 2 options, so and 2. Or is plus. If he decides to select 2 questions, then he has to select 2 questions first, 6C2, and then from first question he has to select two options, and from second question again he has to select two options. Or if he selects three questions, then for first he has two options, for second he has two options, for third he has two options. So 2 into 2 into 2, 2 cube. You can see the pattern: 6c4 into 2 raised to 4, 6c5 into 2 raised to 5, 6c6 into 2 raised to 6. Let's solve this. Fine. 6c1 is 6, 6 into 2, 12. 6c2, 6 into 5 by 2, 15. 15 into 2 square is 4, 60. 6c3, 6 into 5 into 4 by 6, 20. 20 into 2 cube is 8, so 160. 6c4, 6c4 is same as 62, right? If you remember, it was 15, otherwise 6 into 5 by 2, 15. Into 2 raised to 4 is 16, so 240. Next, 6c5 is same as 6c1, which is 6. 6 into 2 raised to 5 is 32, so 192. 6c6 is 1, 2 raised to 6 will be the only part, so 64. So 12, 60, 160, 240, 192, 64. 728 ways are there, option B. Okay, this is a good question, it is in module also. 29, 5c1 to 5c5. If you know this property, summation of NCR, where R goes from 1 to n, is 2 raised to n minus 1. That's it. This is number of ways of selecting any items out of n items. So it is just 2 raised to 5 minus 1. 31 is the correct answer. Should know some properties so that you can solve quickly. Otherwise you'll have to find the value and add. That will take time. 30 is very illogical question because second term of GP is 24. So obviously only option C or none of these can be the answer. And fifth term is 81. Okay, fifth term, let's check. What is common ratio? 24 by 16 is 1.5. 36 by 24 is also 1.5. So 54 into 1.5, 81. C is the correct answer. Illogical question. 31 is good. It is an additional question bank of module. Sum of this progression to n terms. First of all, this is AP. Why? Common difference, let's check. A minus A plus B. That is A minus B, which is minus B. Again, if we do third term minus second term, that is A minus B minus A, which is again minus B. That means for this AP, first term is A plus B and common difference is minus B. Okay, this is first term, alag hai ye. Fine. So we know what is formula of Sn. What is formula of Sn? N by 2 into 2A plus n minus 1 into D. Right? Let's see. Okay, we just have to simplify. N by 2 into, I guess they have opened this bracket. Yes. So 2A plus 2B minus B into n, that is minus Bn, and plus B. Right. Okay, they have taken B common afterwards. Okay, no problem. So it is n by 2 into 2A plus 2B plus B is plus 3B minus NB. Okay. Let's take B common, so it will be n by 2 into 2A plus B into bracket 3 minus n. Which option? Yeah, this. Correct option B is the correct answer. Next, 32. The series this up to infinity, very easy because this is infinite GP directly, right? 1, 1 by 10, 1 by 100, 1 by 1000. So first term is A, common ratio is 1 by 10. S infinity is A upon 1 minus R, that is 1 upon 1 minus 1 by 10. That is, or you can just take 1 by 10 as 0.1. Right? That is 1 by 0.9. 1 by 0.9 is 1.11111 is the answer. Let's check which option gives us that. 10 by 9 is correct. Option C. Option C is the correct answer. Next, find sum of first 25 terms, that is we want S25 of AP whose nth term is this. No problem. Nth term is this, right? So Tn is this. So what will be first term? First term will be, instead of n, we'll just put 1. That's it. So 1 by 5 plus 2. 1 by 5 plus 2 is 2.2. Okay, you can do on calculator. 1 by 5 plus 2, 2.2. Second term will be what? 2 by 5 plus 2. 2 by 5 plus 2 is what? 2 by 5 plus 2 is 2.4. Now we know that first term is 2.2 and common difference is 0.2, right? So in this way you should solve these questions quicker. I have also uploaded sequence and series additional question bank, which is very good. Module additional question bank is very good from exam point of view. How you can go by options, you can learn there. So TK, now S25 is what? 25 by 2 into 2A, that is 4.4, plus n minus 1, that is 24 into D. Let's do it on calculator. 24 into 0.2 plus 4.4 into 25 by 2. 115 is the correct answer, option B. Next, 34. Find GOF for the functions this. No problem. GOF means what? We have to find G of fx. G of fx. How to think about this carefully? G of x is what? 2x square plus 1. So G of, for example, G of A will be what? 2a square plus 1. G of z will be what? G of z will be what? 2z square plus 1. Similarly, G of fx will be what then? 2 into fx square plus 1, that is 2 into root x square, that is x plus 1. 2x plus 1 will be the correct answer, option B. 35. Fx is given, gx is given. F of 3 means what? Instead of x we have to put 3. So it will be 3 square minus 1, that is 8. Divided by, again f of 3 is 8. Plus g of 3 will be what? 3 plus 1, 4 by 2 is 2. So 8 by 10 is 4 by 5. Option B. 36. If A is this, B is this, C is this, then what is A and iska product? B intersection C. Intersection is common. What is common in B and C? 2, 3 and 5, 6. Nothing is common in B and C, right? That means they are asking A product with phi, which is none of these, right? It is not in the options. So, chhod do. Next. 37. If f derivatives, if fx is this, then what is f dash minus 1? Okay. Fx is x square by e raised to x. So we have to use u by v rule. U by v rule is what? V u dash minus u v dash upon v square. So v e raised to x into u dash, x square ka derivative is 2x, minus u is x square, into v dash, which is e raised to x, upon v square, which is e raised to 2x. Don't simplify this because we have to put x as minus 1, right? So directly put x as minus 1, that's it. If we put x as minus 1, it will be e raised to minus 1 into 2 into minus 1 is minus 2, minus 1 square is plus 1 into e raised to minus 1 upon e raised to minus 2, right? So it will be minus 2 e raised to minus 1 minus e raised to minus 1 upon e raised to minus 2, which is minus 3 e raised to minus 1 upon e raised to minus 2. It is not in the options because we have to simplify it. So minus 3 into e raised to minus 1 minus minus 2 using rules of indices. So it will be minus 3 into e raised to minus 1 plus 2, that is 2 minus 1, 1. So minus 3e is the correct answer, option A. This is a good question. Next, 38. Okay, chain rule, right? How to think about it, understand. Again, if you face problem in this, watch the lectures, you'll understand. It is like bonus 4 or 5 marks, right? Fine. Not 4 or 5 actually. In exam, understand, in exam this chapter comes for like 1 or 2 marks, maybe 3 or 4 sometimes. If you feel it is too difficult, then it is okay. But otherwise, ideally, if you are aiming for 80 plus, 90 plus, then this is must. How to think? If this was e raised to x, then what would we have done? E raised to x only, right? But it is not x, so we'll multiply by derivative of this derivative. What is derivative of root 2x? Root 2x. Root 2 is constant, we can keep as it is, and root x ka derivative is 1 by 2 root x, right? So which option is it? Okay, we'll have to cancel. This root 2 can be cancelled here. So it will be e raised to root 2x upon root 2 into root x means root 2x. So option A is the correct answer. Fine. Oh, I hope the recording is working fine. Yes. 39. Evaluate this. Okay, now you should know one property for this, that like integration from 0 to a of f of x is same as integration of 0 to a f of a minus x, right? So what we can do is, here we can write it as 0 to 5, but instead of x we'll write a minus x, which is 5 minus x. So it will be then 5 minus x square upon again 5 minus x square bracket square plus 5 minus x, right? 5 minus 5 minus x, which will be 5 minus 5 plus x, which is just x square. Now what we do is, in such type of questions, if this is assumed as, let's say, y, so obviously this is also y, right? Because both are same. If we add the two, y plus y, that will be 2y, is equal to integration of what? First term, that is this, plus second term, that is this. Denominators are common, so we can just add the numerators. If we add numerators, you can observe it will be 5 minus x square plus x square, and the denominator also 5 minus x square plus x square from 0 to 5 dx. So it will be cancelled. So 2y is nothing but integration of 1. Integration of 1 is x from 0 to 5. That means just 5 minus 0. 5 minus 0 is 5. So 2y is equal to 5. That means y is equal to 5 by 2. 5 by 2 will be the correct answer, which is not in the options. So, but 5 by 2, 2.5 is the correct answer for 39. Okay. Okay, so last one for this section A. Evaluate this integration. 1 by log x minus 1 by log x bracket square. Now you can solve this, but if you solve this, it is going to take too much time directly, because we'll have to use integration by parts here. So don't do that. Instead, going by options would be a good way here. But before we go by options, we can do this. Dekho, let's simplify the question first. Question is what? 1 by log x plus 1 by log x square, right? Let's take LCM. So it will be what? Log x plus 1 by log x bracket square, right? Now we can take option ka derivative and check which one gives us this answer, because if you observe, in options we have u by v, and when we do derivative of u by v, in denominator we are going to get v square, which is matching here. Dekho, v square is matching. So let's see which option gives us the correct answer. Now if you think logically, first option is not going to give the correct answer because there is constant in the numerator, but you can try if you want, that is okay. Let's try option B and C. Let's try option B first. B का derivative लिया u by v. So v into u dash, x का derivative is 1, plus u x into v dash, that is 1 by x, upon v square log x square, that we know, that is matching. So it will be log x plus 1 by v square, which is matching with our question, right? So option B is the correct answer for 40. No need to solve it. Okay. So I hope all of this was clear. We took a little more than 40 minutes, but that is okay. So nearly all the questions were solved in 1 minute, right? Ideally 40 questions should be solved in 48 minutes. We solved in 44. That is good. Fine. So I hope this was clear to everyone. If you have any doubt, you can let me know in comments. And for MCQ practice, I have put the Telegram link in description. Join it so that you'll get daily practice for solving MCQs faster. Okay. So fine, we'll take statistics in a few days. So chalo, bye everyone. See you in statistics section.